of the final chapters in Victoria's notorious underbelly crime era was closed today when former drugs kingpin Tony Mokbel was sentenced to 30 years in jail. In 2006, Mokbel fled the country mid-trial and sailed to Greece before being re-arrested in 2007. From Melbourne, Hamish Fitzsimmons reports.
The life and crimes of Antonius Mokbel could almost be out of a Hollywood movie. Take his escape while on bail during a drugs trial in 2006.
You couldn't make it up, the method of his escape, to buy a boat, have it transported on a trailer across the country, refitted, and then import a Greek crew and then sail off into the seas. It's the stuff of James Bond.
He was re-arrested in Greece in June 2007. After fighting extradition, a year later he was back in Melbourne to face more drugs charges he eventually pleaded guilty to. Sentencing Mokbel to 30 years in jail, Supreme Court Justice Simon Whelan said Mokbel consistently displayed contempt for the law, even directing a large methamphetamine business while on the run in Greece.
You have offended over a number of years. You were not deterred from that course, even though you had previously spent time in jail. You were not deterred by being arrested and charged. You were not deterred by the imposition of bail conditions. You were not deterred by your conviction and sentence.
Mokbel was an ally of the crew led by crime boss Carl Williams, who was murdered in 2010 in the prison Mokbel calls home. Mokbel was part of the era made famous by the Underbelly books and TV shows co-created by veteran crime reporter John Sylvester. He says a chapter in Victorian crime is now at an end.
What's happened now is that all the major players and many of the others have been convicted and sentenced, plus the fact that the Piranha Task Force and the Office of Public Prosecutions have gone after the money and have so far frozen or grabbed $55 million.
That may be just a fraction of the tens of millions Mokbel is believed to have made from the drug trade.
Drug trafficking was your business. It was your area of expertise. It was your career. Things have not turned out as you planned, and no doubt you now regret that.
Mokbel took the news that he will spend at least the next 2 decades in jail calmly, even after Justice Whelan said he refused to accept Mr Mokbel's expressions of remorse while in jail. As he left the court, Tony Mokbel nodded to police and said, "See you guys," to the media.
He effectively was a CEO of a company, and he managed to get great loyalty from the people he was with. Even today in court, he was extremely pleasant, saying hello not only to the media, but to the very people who pursued him for more than 10 years.
For those pursuers, a 22-year non-parole period for Tony Mokbel, less almost a year served, and citing his heart condition as a mitigating factor isn't enough.
Well, I'd like to have seen him get a life sentence. I mean, it's all very well to say that he has health issues. We've all got health issues. He's the same as any other member of the community, and I don't think that should be something taken into account. He certainly didn't consider the health of his intended victims when he was manufacturing this stuff and pushing it into the kids in our communities.
After fighting legal proceedings all the way, Tony Mokbel might yet live to be a free man. He'll be eligible for parole when he's 67 years old. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.